Getting out in the mornings like this and embarking on a walk like this, or indeed any walk, does your whole well-being, physical and mental, the world of good. It just gets through your system, soaks right through your whole metabolism and gives you the ultimate feeling of wellness. Try it sometime. You'll find that St. James was right. It does you a heap of good. You know, when you're walking like this and you're travelling across the countryside in some of the most quaint, quiet Irish places, the amount of wildlife that you see. Two horses here looking up at me as if they're probably saying to us, "What's this idiot doing at this hour of the morning?" And now walking here, I can get the distinct smell of new mown hay. It's a smell and an aroma that I remember from my childhood days, because I was born and reared in the country. And I remember being out with my parents and grandparents making the hay, and this smell wafts back into my inner sanctum. It's waiting to be probably baled, but when I was growing up 1,000 years ago, we used to do it with pitchforks and a horse, and then a Ferguson TVO after that, when we came up in the world. But that smell, that beautiful, warm, country smell of new mown hay. You know, when you spend hours like this on a solo walk in quiet, isolated country, like I'm now passing through and have been passing through for the past 4 stages, this being the 5th. When you come off the stages, the various stages, I find my whole body, and particularly my mind and my thinking and my consciousness, are all so relaxed. I crave a continued silence then. Not that I don't want to talk to anybody, of course, that's not the case. But I find that this walking, this long distance walking, particularly on this Pilgrim trail, leaves a lasting legacy of peacefulness, quietness, contemplation, wanting to sustain and maintain this peace and quietness in your life. If I get anything from this walk, this longing for extended peace and quiet will be the legacy that I take home from this. And saying that, I would suggest, encourage and probably advise everybody and anybody that have legs and wish to use them a little bit and gain some exercise, it is to try 1 or 2 stages to begin with of this pilgrim trek. I'm taking a detour here, and I'm going to take you up and show you Mount Stewart. But because it's so close, I've decided to take it in on this trek. And I'm glad I did, because the forestation here and the peace and the quiet, but above all, the weather and the wildlife and the sounds of nature here is overwhelming. So this, on top of a divine morning walk, certainly excites the well-being. Oh, it is a magic morning to be out and about. So I'll put the bird in the air and I'll try and give you a perspective of what this place is from above. Okay? A well-composed, modest-scale church, St. Patrick's here at Mount Stewart, is of simple quality, of which attests to a period of construction predating Catholic emancipation, 1829. Well maintained, the church appears to retain most of its original form, together with some early salient features and materials, while replacement fittings do not detract considerably from the historic character of the composition. This is the statue of St. Patrick, and it was donated. It was a gift of the O'Brien family from Mount Stewart in memory of Mrs. Mary O'Brien, who died on the 30th of March 1940, and then her husband Michael, who died on the 25th of October 1952, aged 86. Then their son Patrick, who died on the 15th of March 86. He was aged 77. And obviously another son, William, on the 22nd of January 87, he died at the age of 75. So may they rest in peace. It's a truly gorgeous place. It seriously is a gorgeous place. There's a drive up to it here and it's just magnificent. And I'll fly the drone down there and show you, okay? So, there you go. A view from down below and a view from up above. A bird's eye view. So from this little church, St. Patrick's Church at Mount Stewart, I now resume my pilgrim walk. Now I'm coming back to rejoin my pilgrim way, the official pilgrim way. And it's a junction of crossroads, and the arrow for St. Declan's Way is straight ahead. So I suspect that I'm now heading south, eventually in the direction of Ardmore. Grass up the middle of the road here, so the quietness will continue. If everybody could get a cup or a litre of this kind of therapy every morning, wouldn't we all feel great? Now, I must say without boasting, I get a cup full of, plus a few litres full of this type of therapy every morning, but in a different location. I think once you have savoured the peace and the quiet that this area and this pilgrim walk offers,